So on the 26th of August from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. we have the Centonomy Entrepreneur Chats, and this time round we're discussing, are you in business for the long haul? And when you think about, am I going to actually build this business, especially in a world where there's so many side hustles, so many small things that start up and disappear, am I going to be in business for the long haul? Is it going to be like those businesses that we see that are still running even after the founder is long gone, hundreds of years later? There are businesses that go that way. So if we're going to get into that same space, then we need to understand what the investment is going to be towards that. So there are three areas that you need to invest. Obviously, you understand capital. So almost all the entrepreneurs that we've dealt with who've found success in their business life always say, we didn't raise enough capital. And so it was something that came up along the way. So that preparedness to understand that you can do your best projections, do your best plans, but there's a likelihood that you'll need more than is expected, and to prepare for that. That's something that we need to think through. Also, how do you calculate how much capital that you actually need? How do I figure out what's the preparation that is required? And that's what we're going to have a discussion about. But there are two other areas that we need to make an investment. We need to make an investment in emotional capital and mental capital. Let's discuss that. Business is challenging. It's difficult, but it can also be difficult or challenging from a positive perspective. We've seen entrepreneurs who get into business, and because their business finds immediate success, like the business grows tenfold within a year, the amount of responsibility and the weight that's upon that person, it's a good thing. I mean, those are good problems to have, right? But it can still be quite challenging. And so it's to prepare for that. And there's also the opposite side of that. What if the business doesn't pick up the way that you think through? And the mental capacity that most entrepreneurs are not prepared for is that, how do you then overcome that and to say, get up again the next day and find a way to solve problems? So there's that element of it. And last is the mental capacity, and that's what I ended on, is the problem-solving capacity. So there's the investment that you need to make in simply knowledge around business. And here we're not talking, at Centonomy, we've had people who've done their MBAs, and yet they come into the class and say, yes, there's the academic side of it, but we've never fully appreciated how much knowledge you need around the entrepreneurship space. And that's what they come and discover in our program here. And they find themselves like, guess what? I need to constantly be solving problems, whether it's a cash flow problem, whether it is a team problem with HR, whether it is a financing problem, whether it is a management problem, whether it is changing your marketing strategy, whether it's changing the product or the service that you're offering. That as an entrepreneur, your life is the life of a problem solver, and you know you have that capacity. But sometimes we're not prepared for it, and so that's why we're having this discussion. 26th of August, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. East African time. It's via Zoom, it's free, and we've got a great lineup of speakers who are going to come and share their experiences so that we can build businesses for the long haul. Don't miss out, and bring your friends too.